We begin in northern Gaza, where civil defence crews have recovered the bodies of Palestinians killed in the latest Israeli airstrikes. At least 10 people were killed in several areas of Gaza City on Sunday. Now, wounded children and others were pulled from the rubble of their destroyed homes in the Al Sabra neighbourhood. They're now being treated in hospital. And in southern Gaza, Israeli forces have partially withdrawn from Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis, but Al Jazeera sources say Israeli snipers are still positioned around the medical complex. Israeli forces stormed in 10 days ago, forcing thousands of Palestinians sheltering there to flee the widespread destruction. Well, for more on all of this, Hani Mahmoud joins us from Rafah, and it's been such a familiar sight of the dead and wounded being dug out of bombed-out buildings. Has the shelling continued there overnight?
Yes, the shelling continues and the attacks across the Gaza Strip continue, and they continue also to create more tragedies on the ground. We heard it from Al-Aqsa Hospital in Deir al-Balah, where an update on the attacks on a civilian car in Deir al-Balah city. That's the eastern part of the city, in a very densely populated neighborhood. 4 people have been reported killed, confirmed killed, arrived to the hospital with 3 more injuries, and those 3 were people who were passing by in a busy road. That's the time as people try to get their essentials and supplies at early hours of the morning before they run out. It looked like the area was very busy with people when the car was struck. A residential home in eastern Khan Yunis was also targeted and destroyed. 1 person reported killed and more than 7 other with critical injuries. Now, there is a difficulty of transferring those injuries to any health facilities across Khan Yunis. There are no health facilities operational right now in Khan Yunis city. They're all transferred to Gaza European Hospital. That's in an area between Rafah and the city of Khan Yunis. 2 more fishermen at the shore of Khan Yunis were shot by Israeli naval forces at the shore of Khan Yunis, reported killed right away. Every once in a while we hear this ongoing constant fire and shells from the western part of the city of Rafah, and that's coming according to reports we're getting from eyewitness on the coastal road. It's coming from all the gunboats at the shore of Rafah city. Here in Rafah, it has been relatively quiet with the exception of the ongoing artillery shelling and the ongoing work on destruction of agricultural land, the remaining residential building at the eastern part of the city, and what looks like the Israeli military continuing its strategy of building a buffer zone at the eastern part of the city. One of the heartbreaking updates that we had is the death of a 60-day-old baby, Muhammad Zughbur, who died of malnutrition. Acute shortage of medical supplies and food supplies is causing a great deal of difficulties for people and health complications. And this is what we heard from confirmed reports from the northern part of the passing of this baby due to acute malnutrition. And we're expecting, as long as there is only trickle amount of humanitarian aid entering the northern part of the Gaza Strip, we're expecting more people to be suffering and possibly dying of famine as it continues.
Okay, thank you so much for all of that. Hani Mahmoud for us there in Rafah.